What's up, gamers? This is Proto from Average Gamer, bringing you another video called Like or Dislike, where we look at some of the latest games coming out, give you a little bit of our point of view, what we think about it, and show you a little gameplay at the same time. So today, I am talking about Cuphead, and this was a very fun and interesting game to play. So, the game was developed by MDHR, and the basic story behind this game is you are Cuphead and his brother Mugman, and you guys end up discovering the Devil's Casino. So you guys start gambling in there, start winning money. So the devil decides to make a bet with you guys, and you guys bet your souls if y'all lose. So you end up losing, and right when the devil is about to take your souls, you make a deal with him. And so he says, if you can go collect these debitors or other souls that's owed to me, then I won't steal yours. So you agree and you take off. And that's basically where the game picks up. Now, this is an interesting game because it is a 2D platform mixed with bullet hell, and it's decently balanced with both of them. And the game is set in a 1930s style cartoon animation, which makes it stand out from other bullet hell and other 2D mixed games. Not only is it set using 1930s cartoons animation style, they actually incorporate music from that era of the 30s and 40s. So when you're playing against certain bosses, there's certain music that's teamed to that certain boss, which is, in my opinion, not bad at all. It makes the music unique for each boss you fight and everything that you do. Now, you travel in 4 different worlds to collect these debitors, and each world is different. Now, in these worlds, you either do what they call running guns, or you fight the boss to collect their souls. And each one plays different. For the boss fights, you're going to be fighting the boss, and you're going to be fighting all different types of ways to get to them. You're going to be fighting different versions of them, different modes before you finally defeat them. And in the running gun, it's just like what it says. You got to clear an area as fast as you can. And when you beat the boss and when you clear the running guns, you're graded on it. And it's not bad. So if you're a perfectionist, that's something that you'll definitely be into. Now, with the running guns, you can collect coins while you complete them. And you use the coins to buy additional weapons, power-ups, and stuff like that. And that's pretty interesting to me, because after you collect these coins, you basically use them to buy different, like I said, different power-ups, different weapons. And you have 2 types of shots that you can use, that you can rotate in between. And depending on the type of boss, depends on the type of shot you might use. Because, like, for instance, they have one shot where you can hit them further back, but it doesn't cause as much damage. You got one that's up close that spreads, but you got to get up close on them. So they all play in part, and once you figure out how the bosses work, then you know which ones to use. Now, this game can be difficult from time to time. It's like I said, it's a good mix of a platform and a bullet hell. And what I think was pretty cool was the bosses. Every time you fight the boss is not the same. Each one fights differently, so you have to figure out their flaws, their weaknesses to get to them and hurt them. And what I thought was kind of interesting is you don't fight them the same way every time, because you will die a lot when you're trying to kill these guys and get their souls. And certain bosses, when you fight them, they'll have like 4 or 5 different versions of themselves before you get to the final version, but you only might see 2 of them or 3. So when you replay, you'll come against another version that you didn't play previous. So you got to figure out how to fight this one, which makes it, to my opinion, very good. It doesn't make it generic. It doesn't make you like, okay, the same one, same way to fight. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, another thing I said on this was the music, and I really like it. They really incorporated the 1930s and 40s style of music. Even what I thought was kind of cool, when you meet Mr. Dicehead, the devil's right hand man, he even has his own song catered to him. And I ended up kind of just listening to the song because the song was catchy, and I was just listening to it. Like, you listen, it's actually telling you what he does and what you have to do. Now, to the pros and cons of the game, and the pros and cons are pretty stacked very well, to my opinion. Pros are the game is very challenging. It's not a game you're gonna be able to pick up and play and just beat easily. You're gonna have to grind some, and you're gonna have to learn how to beat the bosses. Like I said, it's a good mix of platform and bullet hell style gameplay, so it's never being heavily on one or the other. It's a good balance. Like I said about the bosses, they're unique to each other. You won't fight them all the same way. Art style, like I said, being like using 1930 style, it makes it stand out from all the others. Now the cons on the game, like I said, it is very hard. This could be one of those games that could be considered rage quitting. There's many times where I wanted to put the controller down or throw the controller down because you becoming so close to beating the boss and then they catch you. So it can, in my opinion, this could be a very, very good rage quitting game. Now, they have a parry system that you learn in the game. And in my opinion, the parry system is not bad at all. I think it could be incorporated better because it doesn't really work best on some bosses like it do on others. So I give them kudos for the system. I just think it could have been incorporated better. And another major con, you can only move in the game forward if you complete it on regular. Because when you fight the bosses, you have a simple and a regular. And you can only get the contracts if you beat them on regular. Now, the cool thing about the simple part is if you're trying to figure out their weaknesses, you can play the simple, you can play it in simple, and you learn how to fight them. Now, it's a big difference from simple and regular because in simple, they're moving super slow, they're not being as chaotic. But like I said, the thing about simple, you get to learn their strategies, but you have to complete it in regular. And another con, it was just a personal con, that the story is told in non-voice cutscenes. Like I thought it would be nice if they added a voice to the characters, make them more lifelike. Nothing wrong with reading it, but to me, this is one of those games where it would have been great if they incorporated their own voice to Mugman, Cuphead, the Devil, everybody. But that's just a personal con. And overall, I like the game. The only thing I really don't like about the game is the parry system. Like I said, I think it could be incorporated better. Um, like I said, for me, I believe the parry system, it could have been a different way. You could have turned the enemy's weapons back against them, or throw bullets, or throw something thrown at you back at them. But it's not bad. If you get the hang of it, it can come in handy. I'm just not a big fan of it. But other than that, the game is pretty good. I definitely give it a like. The learning curve is very low. Once you go through the tutorial and you do a mission or two, you get the hang of it very fast. So, like I said, I personally like the game. I'm definitely giving it a like, and it's going to be a game I'll be playing more on a regular, and you'll probably see more gameplay of it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Whether you like it, you don't like it, you plan on getting it, you don't plan on getting it. What's your favorite boss you fight? What's the hardest one you fought so far? Leave it in the comments below. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I am Proto, and I will catch you guys later.